Okay.
Okay,
Hey, Crystal, how are you today?
I'm good. Hi, Michelle. Nice seeing you again.
Hi. Okay, so are you ready to go on this assignment?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, I'll start first. Let me look here over what we are supposed to discuss using the RISE model. Reflect, inquire, suggest, elevate. Okay, well, I can say that I've enjoyed your topic about reducing same-day cancellations of vascular surgeries. This topic is of interest to me because I think I've told you before at the infusion center, we have so many cancellations and we don't have a good system to even handle that situation. So I'm very, very interested in finding your conclusions and your suggestions. Okay, so just going down the list here, I didn't see any major gaps in your project planning this far. I mean, I don't see any potential pitfalls. Now, I do have a question though. It's number two. What does the evidence tell about what outcomes they should expect? So my question is, does the evidence that you have found, does it overwhelmingly show that phone call reminders are effective?
Yes, most of the evidence suggests phone calls are the best method, rather than the other methods they've been trying. I mean, phone calls are like more personal and you're actually talking to the patient. I think that preoperatively gives them that, way to figure out, hey, do they have other questions or they want to cancel? We could reschedule right then and there. And
Hmm.
points to the phone call. Yeah.
Okay, okay, awesome. Well, what other measures did they suggest? I mean,
I mean,
to
there was also like anesthesia pre-op clinics where they come into the clinic and talk to the anesthesiologist.
oh,
For like specific setting where I'm going to be in the vascular clinic, the phone call was the most feasible and most fit, is what I found. But I mean, there were
oh,
other, it's, yeah. Hmm.
okay, okay, all right, good to know. Okay, and I had another question. Let me look over my notes here. Oh, okay. Your backup plan. So what is your backup plan in case, you somehow lose all of the data that you've collected? I mean, my plan is to just have mine stored on a floppy disk. So do you have a backup plan?
That's a good question. I didn't even think about that because we use Epic, electronic health record. And it does go down at
Mhm.
times, and we have downtime forms and things for that. So I didn't even think about that, but maybe I can do to save the data somehow on my S drive in the computer,
Yeah.
and I can have it encrypted. Maybe that is a possibility. But thank you for
Okay.
bringing that up. That's a good question.
Okay. Okay. And then my only other suggestion is I see that the statistical test that you're going to use is the chi-square test. The only suggestion is that you take a look also at the paired t-test. That's the one that I'm going to use, and it seems to be a good statistical test for, testing the differences between, two groups or two items of information. So you might want to look into the paired t-test as well.
Okay.
I don't think I have any more questions or suggestions, but again, I just look forward to the outcome of your project because I think that can help help me out as well at my place of work.
Thank you.
So it's your turn.
All right. Okay. And I really thought yours was very interesting as well. So many people suffer from high blood pressure, and managing it is so hard to educate these patients how to manage it, especially in the rural clinic. I know um, can be issues. But I
Mm-hmm.
think you have got a good grasp of it, and your plan looks very good. Um, how do you plan to assess the specific educational needs of your patients regarding the hypertension management?
Okay, that is a good question that I really hadn't given too much thought about. But I guess to assess their needs, just by talking with them and also speaking with the two nurse practitioners in the clinic and maybe the collaborating physician. But, just assessing the needs as I speak with the patients and the providers, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay. And then I guess a possible gap I might have found was what methods we use to ensure the patient engagement with your pamphlets. Have you thought of
Mhm.
any ideas on that?
To get them to engage with me. Crystal, really, I have not thought about that because there may be patients who are, I don't know, reluctant to participate or share information. Hmm. So I have to just give some thought to that. I mean, I plan to try to make them as comfortable as I can, and of course I will speak with the providers and maybe they can give me some pointers too because they know their patients so that patients will, be more likely to engage with me. But if you have any suggestions, that'd be great.
I think that's a great plan because I notice in our clinics a lot of patients want to see the actual doctor, the provider.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like if we say, oh, they're not available, will you see the nurse practitioner? They're like, no, I want to see Doctor so and so.
Yeah.
And they'll even travel
Mm-hmm.
further just to see that, a doctor. And that's
Uh-huh.
a doctor I've noticed on in our cardiology clinics. So, I mean,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, and then I think that will help me as well. Instead of just, me being there in the room along with the patient, have the provider there with me because they're comfortable with them and maybe they will engage with me more.
mhm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You're
great idea. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for bringing
welcome.
that up.
You're welcome. And I do think your t-test, I using the t-test for your project would be great as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
let me see. I think that was it on my questions. I think you have a great plan and I think it's going to go very well. And interested to find out how your pamphlet goes and help
Yes.
patients. Um,
Yes. Now, and I have to figure out how to design this pamphlet. I have no clue, but I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
that's true. That's yeah, my phone calls too. I want to try to make my own plan for my,
Yes.
our demographics in our area is a bit different. So
Mm-hmm.
that'll
Yeah.
be
So we got some work to do.
that's true. All right. Well, I don't
All
have any
righty.
more questions. I think we're both on the.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your questions and your suggestions, and I will work on it.
Thank you. Me too.
Okay. All righty.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.